Hello everyone, I am starting a new vlog series all about the Cultural Representative Programme because I am lucky enough to have been accepted. I have been sent through my date on 24th of February 2025. Honestly, couldn't be more excited. This application process started in January and it's been a long time coming. I just edited my whole CRP video together and realised that I hadn't introduced myself for the whole video. I will do like a more introductory video at a later date, but kind of rude, you guys don't know who I am. So I'm Madison Chalice. I am 25 from Peterborough. I feel kind of old to be doing the CRP. There are older people doing it, but there are also a lot of younger people. When I actually go out, I'll be 26 because my birthday's in October. I'm a Libra. I'll do a better introduction another day, but I am going to do this vlog series because when I did start my application process, I only had a couple of people to watch on YouTube that were like recent. So it's Charlie's New World and Adventures. You know, when you're doing something new and you just need something comforting or like to speak to someone that's like been through the same thing, just want that like relatability. There just wasn't many people, so I'm hoping to be that for those of you that start your application process for the next year. So I'm going to do videos on the whole application process, so the actual application, the pre-screen interviews, the final interviews, and then like the wait list and all the stuff you have to do in between. I will also be doing just vlogs of like me getting ready to go out there and when I'm actually out there, of course. So yeah, I actually applied for this the first time when I was 17. Well, 18, I was turning 18 at the same time that I was applying for university, and I was like, I'm just going to do whichever one accepts me. Didn't get the Cultural Representative Programme, obviously, which honestly worked out for the best. Like, I now feel so ready for it. All of my experience in life and in my career just feels like it's like built up for this. Went to university. I studied English literature at the University of Leeds, and then I did my master's in political communication at the University of Leeds. Those 4 years I obviously lived with different people. In the first year you're thrown into halls with like complete strangers, and then different friends for the next 3 years. And then while I was at university, I actually worked at our pub, club and bar. So Old Bar, which is actually the pub, Terrace, which is like the cocktail bar, and then I actually don't know the name, but like the Fruity Club every Friday night, I was there working. But that obviously gave me great experience to then get this role working in the food and beverage part of the UK pavilion in EPCOT. So I imagine if you're here, you know what the CRP is. But if you don't, Disney World has a park called EPCOT, and within EPCOT there is World Showcase, and within World Showcase there are 12 pavilions, and each pavilion represents a different country, and each of these countries has different people working in them from that country. So the UK pavilion has only people from the UK working there. I'll be working in the UK pavilion, one of the 12, and I'll be working in a pub for 12 months. There is the Yorkshire Fish and Chip Shop and the Rose and Crown pub. I think I start at the fish and chip shop and then work my way up to the pub. Many people who don't love Disney or care about Disney will think, why would you take a career break from like 4 years of marketing experience to go and work in a pub for a year? But for me, it feels like the right time to have a bit of that gap, have a little bit of fun. I didn't do like a gap year or anything. I went straight from school to university and then to work. And it's just timed perfectly. As I said, it feels like my experience is also built up perfectly for the role now. I feel very like mentally prepared like to be away from home for 12 months. That's absolutely fine with me. To work with people from all over the world, like I feel like I have enough like life experience to confidently do a good job. And it also, I ultimately would love to end up doing marketing for Disney in London. So it kind of feels like a nice little bridge as well between my experience. Wasn't going to apply. I really thought that I didn't care for years after I did my first application, but then last year something changed and I was just like, may as well. I saw someone put it on their story in January and I honestly hadn't thought about it, but because I saw it I was like, well, there's no harm in applying. My CV I'm always up to date with my CV anyway, and the cover letter basically wrote itself. As I said, I just really felt like all my experience added up to this anyway. So my work experience, my university living experience, but then also my love for the UK and traveling the UK. It's one of my favourite holiday destinations. I've been like all over the world, and England, Scotland, Wales are some of the most beautiful places ever. And I think that really helped as part of my application. I'm speaking about that, not just about Disney, but I will go into more detail on that in another vlog. I saw someone post, I was like, may as well. So I did, and then I forgot about it. And then February, Yummy Jobs, the people you apply through, they're a third-party recruiter for Disney. I got accepted for my pre-screen interview, which was all the way in Epping, which actually is not far from me at all. It was only about just over an hour drive from Peterborough, which I was very lucky for. Epping in Essex. Whereas a lot of people, if you were from Scotland or anything, like had to fly and get hotels. So yeah, I was very lucky. I booked like a midday interview. You had to do it in person, and just got up, had breakfast, leisurely breakfast, and drove on down, which was ideal. Then 2 weeks later, found out that I got to the next stage, which was the interview at headquarters. I don't think that was until April. So I had that interview. Again, London's very close to Peterborough and I have a lot of friends here. I'm staying in London at the moment, actually at a friend's house. And so I just stayed the night before and got to the tube to Hammersmith. Finding the actual headquarters was kind of hard, but obviously made it there fine. Had the interview with the head of international recruitment, Steve, who was absolutely lovely. It was probably the most enjoyable interview I've ever had. And then got an email saying, thank you for your time, we'll let you know soon. And then a month goes by. So 26th of April got that email. 26th of May got the waitlist emails. Basically, this is if you have, you've basically been accepted, but they don't have dates yet for when you can officially start. So every month they send you this waitlist emails and you accept to say whether you're happy to stay on the waitlist, and you have to do that within 5 days, otherwise you get booted off. So we got those on the 26th, and I kept getting them 26th of May, 26th of June, 26th of July. And then on the 6th of August, which was yesterday, I got my congratulations email saying that congratulations, we have got a date for you now. Please do these steps. And yeah, so yeah, here I am. I have locked myself out of the Disney portal for 24 hours because I changed my password twice because I forgot it twice. So I haven't been able to accept it yet, but you do have 7 days to do so. So I will have to do it this evening, which is fine. But yeah, just super excited to finally be going on this journey, and I just can't believe it's real. Like, yeah, it doesn't feel real. And I will start making a few more of these vlogs and explaining more of the process and helping anyone who wants to come and live their dream. Yeah, honestly, can't believe it. But thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this far, there will be plenty more to come. And good luck if you are applying for the CRP.